Impressive! You made it! This is the last episode of this book. And after that, we'll have a review of chapters 11 and 12 and the workbook. Well, today we have a special guest. You'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, look at these two pictures. Well, these are photos of Sir Ian McKellen. Do you know the names of any movies he has been in? Have you seen any of them? Well, take your time. Again, use Google, ChatGPT, write your answers. You got it. Nice. Now, Sir Ian McKellen was interviewed especially for American English File Book. Now, I need you to read the interview and complete sections A to F and fill in the blanks with these headings. For example, look A, your tastes. So this one is crossed out. Well, as always, this is your gig. Read it and do it. I'll be waiting.
6.5 hours later.
You're back. An interview with Sir Ian McKellen. Your tastes. What kind of music do you like? I hardly ever listen to music at home. I prefer going to concerts. I enjoy classical music and pop, but my favorite kind of music is traditional American jazz. What books are you reading right now? I'm reading The Hammersteins, a biography of the American theater family written by Oscar Andrew Hammerstein. Who's your favorite historical character? Perhaps William Shakespeare. Okay, part B. What did you write? Well, in part B, we talk about his lifestyle. What time do you usually get up in the morning? If I am working, I get up 1 hour before I have to leave the house. If I'm not working and I went to bed late the night before, I get up about 10 in the morning. How much time do you spend a day on the internet? I can very easily spend 3 or 4 hours on the internet, answering emails, reading the news, etc. I think the internet as a wonderful encyclopedia of information. Now, I guess you know what an encyclopedia is. We have a website for that, Wikipedia. All right? How do you relax? I enjoy a late night Sudoku, but especially being with friends. Okay, now as for next part C, in here we talk about his home. What is your favorite room in the house? Perhaps the living room, where I cook and eat, and from where I can see the River Thames in London. What do you always have on your desk? I always have too many letters, papers, and books which are waiting for me to read. Do you have any pets? I love dogs, but I can't have one because I'm often away from home. What about part D? Well, we talk about his abilities. What languages do you speak? I only speak English, but I can remember a little of the French I learned at school. Can you play a musical instrument? No. Is there something you would like to do? Yes, many things. For example, to sing well, to play the piano, and to speak foreign languages. Okay, and E, your places. What's your favorite place in London? I love the River Thames and the views from its many bridges. Where are you going to go for your next vacation? I'm going to go to India for the first time in February. What's the most beautiful city you've ever visited? I can't choose between Edinburgh, Prague, and Venice. And last part, your work experiences. What was your first job? The first money I earned as a professional actor was when I was a student at Cambridge University in 1959. I played small parts in audio recordings of Shakespeare's plays. When did you first read The Lord of the Rings? I read it first when I was preparing to play Gandalf in the movie trilogy. What was the best and worst thing about filming The Lord of the Rings? The best thing about filming was discovering the countryside and people of New Zealand, but the worst thing was living away from home for a year or more. Okay, very nice, not bad, but we're not done yet. Everyone, look at sentences 1 to 10 about Sir Ian McKellen. Some are true and some are false. In which section of the interview do you expect to find the information? Okay, so in the first part, I need you to match A, B, C, D, E, F to these questions. This is your first task. And after that, which one is true and which one is false? Back to you, buddy.
A few moments later.
Okay, you're back. So first, let's match the parts. He became an actor when he was a student. F. He lives outside London. C. He gets up early every day. B. He's never been to India. E. He spends a long time on the internet every day. B. Number 6. He read The Lord of the Rings when he was young. F. His desk isn't very neat. C. He doesn't like animals. C. He relaxes by playing games. B. And he's not interested in learning new things. D. Now, which one is true, which one is false? And say why. Okay, let's see. Number 1, he became an actor when he was a student. That is true. He lives outside London. That is false. He lives in London. He gets up early every day. Well, not every day. Sometimes he doesn't get up until 10 a.m. He's never been to India. That is true. He spends a long time on the internet every day. That is true. He read The Lord of the Rings when he was young. False. He read the Lord of the Rings when he was preparing to play Gandalf. So he was preparing for the role. Okay, his desk isn't very neat. That is true. And he doesn't like animals. That is false. He loves dogs. He relaxes by playing games. True. And he's not interested in learning new things. That is false. He'd like to learn to sing, play the piano, speak foreign languages. All right, not bad. The next question that I have for you. Talk to your partner, you and your friend. What 3 things from the interview with Sir Ian McKellen did you find the most interesting? Talk about that. Grammar review. Everything that you learned during this course with me, well, I'm going to test you for it. So, fill in the blanks with apostrophe S or can, do, did, or have. This is your gig. Okay? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of questions for you. Take your time and do it. All right? And if you're ready, well, let's listen and check.
12.13. 1. Your lifestyle.
What do you usually do in the morning? How do you relax? What did you do last weekend?
2. Your home.
What's your favorite room in your home? Are you neat or messy? Did you do a lot of housework last week?
3. Your abilities.
What languages can you speak? Can you sing or play a musical instrument? Why are you learning English?
4. Your places.
What's your favorite place to spend the weekend? Where did you go for your last vacation? Where are you going to go for your next vacation?
5. Your tastes.
What's your favorite time of year? What book are you reading right now? What kind of TV shows do you like watching?
6. Your experiences.
What movies have you seen recently? What's the most beautiful place you've ever been to? Have you ever been to the US or Britain?
All right, very good. Now I need you to write your answers to these questions. For example, what do you usually do in the morning? Well, me, I go for a run. I go jogging. Or for example, how do you relax? Well, I play computer games. And these days I'm playing Red Dead Redemption 2. All right, just like me, write your answers to these questions. And after that, speak with your friends. Compare your answers. Okay, everyone. Now I need you to watch the documentary Judi Dench, A Life in Acting, and check the 6 movies you hear. Okay, so take notes or just check them. Let's do it.
Judi Dench is one of a golden generation of actors who have had long and successful careers, including Maggie Smith, Vanessa Redgrave, Ian McKellen, Michael Caine, and Anthony Hopkins. She has acted in the theater, on TV, and in movies in a career of nearly 60 years. Judith Olivia Dench was born on December 9, 1934, near York in the northern part of England. Dench's father was a doctor, but she had connections from a very early age to the Theatre Royal in York. Her father was the theatre's doctor, and her mother made costumes for the theater. As a teenager, Judi Dench acted in the York Mystery Plays. These religious plays have been performed in York every 4 years since the 14th century. In the late 1950s and 1960s, she acted with several important theater companies: the Old Vic, the Royal Court, and the Royal Shakespeare Company. In the 1970s and 80s, Dench continued to work in the theater and on TV. In 1978, she acted in Shakespeare's Macbeth with the actor Ian McKellen, both in the theater and on film. Many people think it was one of the best performances of the play ever. She also appeared in movies like A Room with a View in 1985 and Henry V in 1989. In the 1990s, her career changed with 2 movies. The first of these was the James Bond movie GoldenEye, where Dench played Bond's boss, M, usually a part for a man. Dench was a great success in the part. She was hard, and at the same time, funny. She played the part in 8 movies, with both Pierce Brosnan and Daniel Craig as James Bond. The second movie that changed her career was Mrs. Brown in 1997. This small movie was a great success, and she was nominated for an Oscar for Best Actress. In 1998, she played Queen Elizabeth I in the comedy Shakespeare in Love. The movie was another hit. It won the 1999 Oscar for Best Film, and Judi Dench won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. She's only in the movie for 8 minutes, but, as usual, she was fantastic.
Alright, very good. So, these were the movies. The 6 movies mentioned are Macbeth, A Room with a View, Henry V, GoldenEye, Mrs. Brown, and Shakespeare in Love. Now, I need you to watch this long video again and put the events in the correct order. Which one is first? Which one is second? Which one is third? If you can do it already, do it. If not, well, watch again. But if you can do it, skip it.
Judi Dench is one of a golden generation of actors who have had long and successful careers, including Maggie Smith, Vanessa Redgrave, Ian McKellen, Michael Caine, and Anthony Hopkins. She has acted in the theater, on TV, and in movies in a career of nearly 60 years. Judith Olivia Dench was born on December 9, 1934, near York, in the northern part of England. Dench's father was a doctor, but she had connections from a very early age to the Theatre Royal in York. Her father was the theatre's doctor, and her mother made costumes for the theatre. As a teenager, Judi Dench acted in the York Mystery Plays. These religious plays have been performed in York every 4 years since the 14th century. In the late 1950s and 1960s, she acted with several important theatre companies: the Old Vic, the Royal Court, and the Royal Shakespeare Company. In the 1970s and 80s, Dench continued to work in the theatre and on TV. In 1978, she acted in Shakespeare's Macbeth with the actor Ian McKellen, both in the theatre and on film. Many people think it was one of the best performances of the play ever. She also appeared in movies like A Room with a View in 1985 and Henry V in 1989. In the 1990s, her career changed with 2 movies. The first of these was the James Bond movie GoldenEye, where Dench played Bond's boss, M, usually a part for a man. Dench was a great success in the part. She was hard, and at the same time, funny. She played the part in 8 movies, with both Pierce Brosnan and Daniel Craig as James Bond. The second movie that changed her career was Mrs. Brown in 1997. This small movie was a great success, and she was nominated for an Oscar for Best Actress. In 1998, she played Queen Elizabeth I in the comedy Shakespeare in Love. The movie was another hit. It won the 1999 Oscar for Best Film, and Judi Dench won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. She's only in the movie for 8 minutes, but, as usual, she was fantastic.
All right, very good. Check your answers with your friends. So she was born in New York. Then she acted in the York Mystery Plays. She worked with the Royal Shakespeare Company. She was in a production of Macbeth with Ian McKellen. And after that, she appeared in A Room with a View. She appeared in her first James Bond movie. She played Queen Victoria in the movie Mrs. Brown. She played Queen Elizabeth I. And number 9, she won an Oscar. But I have a question for you. Are there any famous actors or actresses from your country who are the same generation as Judi Dench and Ian McKellen? And do you like them? Well, write their names down and speak it up. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. We officially finished the student book of American English File, 3rd edition, Level 1 course book. And of course, after this, we'll have a review of chapters 11 and 12. As always, thank you for supporting my work. I will start the new book. I will teach you as long as I live. And make sure to comment down below if you need me to teach a course for you. And make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be seeing you very, very, very soon. Bye-bye.